So to make these sourdough sugar cookies, I began by mixing together 3/4 cup of warm butter with 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. Now, I don't usually use white sugar in recipes, but with sugar cookies, if you want to have them have that lighter color that we've come to expect from sugar cookies, then you need to use a white sugar. I sometimes have swapped out the white sugar for coconut sugar, which is marginally more healthy. They taste great. They have a bit of a deeper flavor than the ones made with just plain white sugar, and they also have a bit of a darker color to them. After the butter and sugar were creamy and light, I added 1 egg to the mixture and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and combined that. Then I poured in a 1/3 cup of sourdough discard. I actually used my mature starter for this, but I hadn't fed it in, I think, 2 days. So it was sort of the similar consistency that sourdough discard has. After that is all combined, I poured in about 1/2 teaspoon of a pink Himalayan sea salt and added to that 2.5 cups of a white all-purpose flour. That all together with a wooden spoon at first and then my hands to finish it off. You want to make sure not to overmix the flour, because what will happen is the cookies will be flatter when they go into the oven to bake and therefore are a little bit more likely to burn. Then I added the dough to the refrigerator for a few hours. This was just convenient for me, and it's a totally optional step. It was convenient for me because I had other things to do and I couldn't cut out the cookies right then and there. If you don't have time to wait or don't want to wait, you can roll out the dough right away and cut out your cookies. The benefit of putting the dough into the fridge is that when you cut out the cookies from the refrigerated dough, they're more likely to hold their shape in the oven. So I came back to making these cookies a few hours later and rolled out the dough until it was about a 1/4 inch thick and used some festive cookie cutters to cut out the cookies. I lined a baking tray with parchment paper and preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit and put the cookies onto the baking tray and put them into the oven for about 10 minutes. While they were baking, I made the icing. This was just from a recipe I found online using icing sugar and a bit of milk. I think it was 2.5 cups of icing sugar and 3 or 4 tablespoons of milk, a little splash of vanilla, and mix that all together. Once the cookies were cool, I iced them with the icing, and that was how I made these sourdough sugar cookies. much for stopping by today. I make 2 new videos every week sharing what I learned about simplifying food, self-care, and consumption in the modern world. Subscribe if that's of interest to you, and I'll speak to you in the next Documenting Simple Living video.